Here are the starters for the UE Lady Warriors. You have Nogueras, Pepino, Bangayan, Arasan, Cepada, Zamudio, and Reyes. Meanwhile, same goes for the Adamson Lady Falcons. Sudao, Dote, Segi, Sagaysay, Nitura, Mordi, Aposaga. And our correspondents, Althea Franco, Frankie Buenvenida at the sidelines. Welcome back, as we mentioned, to Max in the UAAP, but a different role this time. What are you looking forward to in this game, Max, first of all?
First of all, well, I'm gonna be biased, no? I'm gonna choose Angge Reyes. I wanna see more of her for the Lady Warriors. And also, Aposaga.
Kasi libero.
Yes.
Diba? Of course, that's what you played, or what you still play in the PVL. So we're gonna see if those two will be able to make...
In the midst of the heat of the game. Now back to you, Dip and Max.
Thank you, Althea, for that report. Pia Arasan spent her junior high in Emilio Aguinaldo College, then transferred to Adamson in the senior high. Played in their nasa collegiate ranks na ng Lady Falcons. As you see, another point from Shaina Nitura.
Again,
7-3. They go to Zamudio. That is dug by Nitura. Sagaysay sets up Mordi. Kept up. Cepada and Angge. Teaming up, and Zamudio scores.
what an
Rewarding her
attack.
teammates' efforts. So heading into this game. So those two are the tandem for Adamson. Sagaysay tosses to Mordi. Bangayan got a touch. Kept alive by UE. It's 8-all here in set 1. Mordi again. This time it works for Francis Mordi.
I gotta commend the defense of...
Saying that UE knows they're not the tallest team. Pag ganyan, Max, your team is not the tallest. Where do you go to, or what's the game plan against a bigger team in
Definitely
Adamson? Sabi mo nga, consistent fire starter. Maybe can start a fire for the Lady Warriors here. Oh!
Wow. Wow. I love to see it.
That's a good sign for Coach Jumbo. His players setting up their middles. Nitura flies. Saved. Cepada. Underhand to Zamudio. Dug by Aposaga. Nitura again. And this time it works.
Good out-of-system play for the Lady Falcons. Again.
15-13. Better first ball. Arasan back sets to Bangayan. Mordi on the other side. Reyes with a pickup. They go now to Zamudio. And Gam diving for it. Sagaysay to Mordi. It drops.
Francis Mordi.
Amazing attack. Konti lang naman. Konting out lang naman.
The UE has to be careful because Adamson might just pull away late here in the first set. Then they will start to do that with that block point.
In front, you gotta expect na sa kanya din isa-set eh. So the coverage must be ready all the time for her.
Adamson, by the way, already in set point, and that does it. Consecutive rejections to end set 1. Past the Lady Warriors. Let's see what happened there for them. So we're underway here. Thanks for joining us on Signal TV. Dip Dipianco with Max Juanco. Bringing you the match. We'll get more reports from Althea Franco and Frankie Buenvenida.
Of Segi and Dote. And also to Dao.
Because their height will not change. Yan.
That's
Nakaharang na yan mga yan. So they have to find a way to go around the defense of Adamson.
What a dig.
Saved by Nitura. Mordi. Same goes with Zamudio. The effort was there. Coverage by Pepino. Bangayan tries another. Third setup. Outside to Zamudio, and it finally drops. Again.
Yep. What a block coming from Dote and Segi. Yung markings
Proud of me, which is exactly what we are seeing here today. Back to you, Dip and Max.
Thank you, Frankie, for that report. Francis Mordi from Nigeria getting that save. And, you know, as Nitura scores that point, that's really one thing that your best while your family's from a far distance.
But, you know, she seems quiet. But she's very, very, very effective. A helping hand for the output of the Lady Falcons.
And as mentioned by Frankie, she wants to play her best for her family. I'm sure they are proud all the way
For
in
Adamson
Nigeria as
University.
we get.
Huwag matakot magkamali. Mas nakakatakot pag hindi ka nag-effort. Yun talaga yung mga mantra ng libero.
Meanwhile, Tadao
Showdown.
again goes up. Lead down to 1. Mordi. And down it goes for Francis Mordi.
And other teammates behind you that can recycle the ball and start a new rally again.
Oh, Angge Reyes unable to move there.
The court smaller. And also additional help for Angge Reyes, who has been covering the court.
Ooh, sharp attack.
Wow. She loved that.
They started to increase their lead at this point, or at this part of the set. And that's a free ball for Nitura.
Easy balls. That's a better pass.
Arasan goes to Zamudio. Targeted well and a point for Bea Zamudio. Succeeding games. Naging high intensity palalo. Bascon with a dive. Mordi waits for it. Then again
Wow.
unleashes with that spike. 9 points for...
It's easy to read for Adamson, but they're pushing also na mag out of system play eh. So the defense must be ready. Kasi high balls naman na.
Mordi wasn't the best set for her. Back with UE. Scramble for both teams. Sapienza goes back row to Nitura. Dug by Zamudio. Cepada. Still playable. A long rally here. Kai. Steady hands. Steady save for Nitura. Same with Zamudio. Arasan. Back to Cepada. Play on. Bangayan changing pace, changing speed, and scores the point for UE. What an effort for both teams. Needed that short breather.
You know, yun talaga yung mga gusto natin makita sa UE eh. Yung hustle. Kasi they can do it. They can go una pa lang. Diba? But, you know, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Net fault for Sapienza earlier on the way up. But nakabawi ang Adamson. They go to Francis Mordi for her 10th point. And our correspondents, Althea Franco, Frankie Buenvenida, will give us another update. First look at Barrera's attack. But picked up Cepada. What a way. That's how you want to begin if you're UE. Again, this is only her first game. Did not see action in the first 2. But for UE, they're up by 3. Segi attacks and scores.
Abigail Segi.
Beautiful attack. You know, ready for that out of system plays. Just like that.
Cepada. Dote with a save. Segi
Wow.
putting some spin on that ball for a point.
Ng mga long spikes and strong attacks. So she opted for a spin ball.
Kai. That is sent back.
For the Lady Falcons.
Just have to, for me, they just have to activate the middle and we're good.
It's consecutive points for UE now to cut the lead down to 2. And again, Tudao just...
Who's known also na pagiging palaban.
Yeah, Torres continues to serve.
Good entrance also for her, you know? Good contribution. What a dig.
Pangayan. Rocha was there. Sapienza to Barrera. What a dig from Torres. Send over. A redo for Adamson. Rocha attacks and scores. And gets the lead back for Adamson. Ashley Cañete also in for the first time. Torres going after that. Bangayan sets up Zamudio. And down it goes. And UE takes the lead here late in set 3.
Kapag nagkaka-error sila, they know na kaya naman talaga nilang bumawi.
And a block point at that.
Wow. Everything working well here.
City National High School.
Additional height.
Nitura on the drop. From the back. A net fault challenge. Did Faye or... Yeah. It was Sagaysay. Yeah.
Again, talking about sense of urgency.
They needed her again.
Yep. Good D.
That was to Dao. Chance for the white shirts. Arasan goes to Zamudio. Has been hot. Somebody touched the net. Just that it wasn't established as well. Cepada. It goes for Kai Cepada. UE just comes alive. They did this against UP2 in their opening game. Sagaysay will toss it up. Oh, but the players, the Lady Warriors, wait. Mordi, no room for error. 21-24.
Good pass.
Arasan sets up Cepada. At the best hit there, Segi attacks, blocked!
Block one, UE Lady Warriors.
Sent back by the Lady Warriors, and UE. Take a look at that.
They wanted to. And for UE, I just think na they have to feel
Service.
and experience the winning culture. It's all in the repetition. It's all in the kung paano mo mapafamiliarize yung sarili mo on that movement.
Kaya nga walang shortcut, agad-agad iniwan kita.
Ingat sila in terms of attacking. But in that previous set, they just hit the ball.
Sagaysay goes after it. Mordi, the extra step. Almost.
Good D.
That was Zamudio, but sent back.
Block one, Adamson University.
Kasi not, hindi siya ganoon katangkad, but her composure, yung nagdadala sa kanya.
Yeah.
Aside from the skills, of course.
Super spike from Francis Mordi. Talking about face Sagaysay. Spike of the set brought to you by... Mordi. That was covered by Arasan. Posaga and Sagaysay colliding. Faye back sets to Segi. That's a bit low. Kai got there on time. Bangayan. The dive by Nitura. Play on. Good floor defense for both teams.
Good coverage.
That was Angere as Zamudio. Straight to Aposaga. Long rally again.
Still alive.
And we go on here. Sagaysay will bring it back to Mordi. Wow.
That's how you end a rally, dude.
13-9. Here in set 4. Zamudio. Arasan for the coverage. And Eloy Dote. What a performance at the net. Certificate niya. Ay, Dote talaga. Yung nakalagay. Yun lang yun. Bangayan off the block. 10-14. Sagaysay back to Dote. From defense to offense. Masyadong mataas.
Yes, masyadong malayo kasi...
Ayun yung tinuturo ngayon ng players ng Adamson.
And through the years with the Lady Falcons, I think she has improved more in terms of out-of-system plays.
Yeah.
Grabe yung timing niya, connection niya. Kahit kanino pang mag-set sa kanya not just face Sagaysay.
That one was out for Nitura. Kaya
Right
pang
away.
bumawi. And they're still ahead by 4 points.
Perfect pass.
And perfect
Wow.
attack from Francis Mordi. 4-point game. Oh! And again, Francis Mordi continues to explode. 3 Lady Warriors in double digits, by the way. For Adamson, Mordi and Nitura both have 18. Zamudio. Easy pickup for Shaina. And Mordi.
Francis Mordi.
Wow.
What else does she have left against FEU? But that one a service error. And Adamson has 6 match points. Zamudio trying to save one. Nice dig from Mordi. Nitura looking to end. And it drops. As the Adamson Lady Falcons win this one over the UE Lady Warriors. They had against UE, but they get the job done here in set 4.
Kailangan pa talaga nilang magising just to close the match. But what a game also for the Lady